Hey guys, what's up? My name is Melodie, but you can call me Mel, and I'm a first year in food and nutrition, and I'm super excited to be running for one of the positions of the Food and Nutritional Sciences representatives here at Brescia. First, I want to fully introduce myself so you guys get to know who I am as a person and also what experiences I've had. I've always loved volunteering at charities, and in previous years, I've even helped organize some charity events and participate in them as well, including Autism Speaks in Canada, York Region Epilepsy, and just smaller ones that gained awareness for local hospitals. Many of these events included me working customer service, whether it's gift wrapping around the holidays or holding marathons and fair games, and in doing so, I've had to work and communicate with many people of different ages, whether it's little children or seniors. I've also been given opportunities to run events, whether it's school dances or even music recitals and concerts. Throughout these experiences, I've learned how to prioritize and organize my time with my tasks. When it comes down to being a leader, it not only makes it hard on the individual if they're not able to organize their times and their priorities, but in the end, it will affect the rest of the community, therefore failing their duties. It's important that as a leader knows how to find a balance with their own priorities as well as the community beyond themselves, and I think that running these events have helped me hone these skills. If you didn't know, I was a professional dancer who worked with a contemporary company and also taught kids how to dance. And you might be wondering, well, how does this have to do with anything? Well, other than dancing, the whole premise was that I was working with my fellow dancers as well as guest choreographers, which helped me gain leadership experience and develop some good leadership skills. When working in groups, it's fundamental that in order to get things done the right way is that everyone participates and a leader encourages that. Also, leaders listen to everyone's ideas and find a solution to the issue as well as be friendly while holding their ground. On top of that, as an athlete, I learned how physical health and mental health is so important and how it affects the way one person works and the outcomes of their efforts, and why it is so important that you're in check of your well-being. If you want to know a little bit more about me, I also love to bake, cook, read, listen to some good music, and also just have a good time with some friends. To become a representative, it's not enough that I just demonstrate for you what kind of leadership skills I've had in the past. A representative should also have goals, have values, and more importantly, should have the student body at first priority at hand. So I have 4 main pillars, or values, that I would present to you as being your food and nutritional sciences representative. First is advocacy. I will be your advocate for any of your concerns, your questions, and your needs. Here at Brescia, the food and nutrition program is pretty big, so although the program is definitely not overlooked, specific individual needs may be. First years especially, who are still adjusting to the new school year, have questions pertaining to faculty specifically or want to change in the way things are being done. It's easy to be overlooked with such a large group, and as a fellow first year, I completely understand. I want everyone to be able to be heard, and with that, I will get all of your questions and concerns and bring back a solution that will benefit everyone, as everyone's needs are valued and should be amplified. Next is experience. I want to be able to provide a hands-on experience for everyone in the food and nutrition program that will be able to apply their practice and their already existing knowledge on food. Especially with COVID-19, asynchronous learning can become really dull. I'm sure that during our regular school year with no pandemic that we would be able to participate in labs that would provide that experience, but that's not the case right now. I'd want to create a program that will give students an experience of what it's like to cook healthy, delicious meals and how we can apply our knowledge and to help influence ourselves and others. Of course, there are programs that are offered here at Brescia that are of the same premise, but those programs are limited to specific applicants. I want to be able to cater this experience to every year so that everyone can become involved. Some ways that I've been thinking about this are maybe having students become involved with the mercado, learning from the chefs that work there, or even just having at-home cooking tutorials. Adding on is our future. Post-secondary is the time we start having an idea of what we want to pursue as a profession, but what's the true path to what we want to do? What are the steps we need to take in order to get there? Preparing for the future would feel overwhelming, especially on top of all the coursework load everyone has. To ease the stress and to maybe help clear a path in your mind, I bring in professionals, maybe invite them on a call, so that maybe they can help educate the food nutrition students here at Brescia about their career pathways, what worked for them, and how they find it now. This way, we are able to learn more about what we want as our future and how they want to turn out, and what steps we need to take in order to get there. Finally, is support. Talking about mental health and stress is never easy, especially for first years in a new environment for people whom you may not be as familiar with. On top of all the work and preparation for the future, it feels like there's never a good time to sit down and talk with professionals about what you're going through and how you're feeling. As a representative, I want to ensure a safe space where everyone can feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, and sometimes talking to a friend is a lot easier than talking to a therapist figure. Personally, I feel that leaders are not supposed to be bosses, but rather people who are your friends and who also take higher responsibilities. As a leader, I want to be there for everyone and to be seen as a friend and someone you can come to whenever you need to. Even when I am busy, I will be there for you to be an active listener for anything you want to talk about. Overall, I just want to make this challenging year an amazing one that brings just as many opportunities as the others. I hope that you guys consider me to be a good candidate for one of your faculty representatives. And don't forget, voting polls open on the 24th and closes on the 26th.